If you don't have an online presence, your business is not going to populate it.
Welcome back to NEMT Van Talks. I'm Jasmine.
And I am Monica.
And today we are giving you 10 tips to help you build your NEMT business.
Yes, 10 tips. She's so excited about this, right?
You guys, we want you to grow, and the only way to grow is to seek information that will help you push your business forward.
I agree. That is something you definitely should be considering, and you should be doing if you're not already doing it. Your favorite, building an online presence.
Yep.
You are huge about making sure we have a presence online. We have a Google account, a Yelp account.
But it all starts with your company website.
Yes, I agree.
So you guys ask all the time, do I need to have a business website?
Yes.
Absolutely. You need to have a business website, and it needs to clearly display the services and products that you're offering. Like, people should be able to go to your website and clearly see what the service is.
Yes. And here's why, though. It's because when someone is looking for transportation, the first thing that they typically do is they go to Google. They type in non-emergency medical transportation in the city of whatever. And so if you don't have an online presence, your business is not going to populate in that search. And you want that to happen. That's how you gain customers. Networking. Going out to network, going out to they have different events that they host, right? And so you should be participating in those events as well, leaving your business card, talking about your business, showing up, being in that space, being in those rooms. It is a good opportunity for you to network and build those relationships.
Yeah, that's important. We do a lot of networking. And honestly, that is what has pushed our business forward.
Yes.
Just getting out there and meeting new people. Even just, even outside of work, like, if I'm going to a restaurant and I'm having conversations with people, connecting with people, like, these are the questions that come up. What do you do? Although I don't really care for that question. I hate that question because it's like, well, why do I always get asked that question? Like, do I look like a millionaire or something? But I mean, I think it's a really good question because people are looking to make connections, and
and people are curious about this industry, right? And they want to know more about this industry. Like, honestly, a lot of people never heard of NEMT. They were like, so exactly what is that? Tell me more. They want to know more about, and that is an opportunity for you to educate people about your business, and also, an opportunity to grow and build relationships again.
Even your own doctor, right? Let him know, hey,
wait,
this
don't
is what
tell me you in the room, like, promoting MJ, like.
Absolutely, why not?
Oh my God.
Why not?
Girl, you
gynecologist, optometrist, shit, family practice, internal medicine. Absolutely, sir. Here you go. Need a card?
Wow,
this is my business. Oh well,
I can definitely see you doing that.
It is what it is, Drivers, hiring drivers, making sure they are fully trained and aware of the policies, procedures. That's really important because that can help drive your business forward too, because if they're providing great service, then your clients are going to spread the word, so that's going to help you grow.
And let's talk about making sure that they are trained. And the reason why we say that too is because you want your drivers to feel confident in the role and the position that they're doing, because if they're not confident, then it's going to show when they're delivering the service, because they're not confident and they don't feel trained. So definitely make sure that you invest in your drivers, invest in the training. You will certainly benefit by doing that small investment.
Yep. Have them prioritize. Have them prioritize safety first, right? And then prioritize the client. Provide great customer service. Provide an experience. I always tell you guys that. Provide an experience, because trust me, your clients will appreciate even the littlest of things.
Those clients that you schedule frequently, you know, you want to offer them promotions, right? Discounts. So if you have someone, you know, Mr. John, and he's gonna call you at least 3 times in that month, you know what, when Mr. John call you, tell Mr. John, you know, Mr. John, today we're gonna give you a slight discount, 10%, 5%, what have you. But you know, think about Mr. John, because you're making money off of Mr. John every single month, so it's okay for you to give those small little promotions at times as well.
But another thing is, and it just popped in my head, try to keep, if there's a client that you transport frequently, try to keep that client with the same driver. Like if they are, if your client enjoys this particular driver, try to keep them together, because they have built a relationship, and it's just best to you know, try not to mix the drivers up all the time.
Doing a lot of changes, because they will definitely, they know your clients will notice, like, oh, this person picked me up last week, is it a now change, like, and that person still working for your company? Like, they will ask a lot of questions, because believe it or not, they are really vigilant and they pay attention to what's going on. So and then have systems in place to help you streamline some of your tasks, like routing softwares and even dispatcher, you know, the calls and stuff.
Having a answering system when your customers call in. Don't make it difficult. Oh, I get this a lot when we do a lot of cold calling. Transportation companies, you'll call and then they don't answer, and then they send you a text saying, I'll call you back, or I'll call you later. That is a no. You guys, please stay away from that, because it looks very unprofessional. And right away, that tells me, okay, it's a small business. The owner is transporting. He can't pick up the phone.
Because you never want to, even if you are a one-man show, you never want to come off as a small business, because if you do, they're going to immediately think, oh, they're not as experienced. And you may be experienced. You're just trying to grow your business, right? But you never want to come off if you're a small business. So that is a really good tip.
Number 6 on the list is very important, right? This is very important to me, and that is making sure your vehicles are clean at all times. And not just clean vehicles, you want to make sure you upkeep the maintenance on those vehicles as well, okay? So what I mean by that, make sure the inside of your vehicles are clutter free. You don't want a patient getting inside of your vehicle, a client getting inside of your vehicle, and they having to kick things out of the way. They're looking down and things don't appear to be clean. The seat belt is not clean. Like, you want to make sure that you are thoroughly sanitizing your vehicle every single day.
Yep. You know what? I had a client last week, and he was like, he was just so amazed at how clean our vehicle was, right?
I hear it all the time.
No, but let me tell you. So he told me that the driver that picked him up the week prior had an entire dining room table in the van.
You lying?
I swear. He said that that the guy had folded up his walker and just kind of laid his walker on top of the table. I guess he may have been in like one of those Pro Masters or whatever. But he said that he had found the table on the side of the road
and picked it up, girl.
Picked it up. He was taking it home, girl.
You know what? That's my first time hearing that. But I have heard stories about people using their personal vehicle as a commercial vehicle as well. And so, like, this one client was telling me how the driver had like soccer equipment in the back seat, the soccer balls, and you can tell he was really, you know, after school he was taking his kids to practice and stuff, which is totally fine. I get it, you know.
Why didn't put it in the trunk?
That's what I'm saying. You're a full-time parent, but it's just like, if you are working and you are, you know, you have trips that day, be mindful of that, because even if the clients don't say anything to you, they're telling the next transportation provider. And so when I see you out in the community, I'm whispering like, oh, that's who Miss Jones we're talking about. That's, you know, and you don't want that. Like, you want your business to be well represented in the community. So making sure your vehicles are clean is critical, because when you're out and about, people are taking pictures. They're trying to take a picture of your logo or your number that's displayed on your vehicle,
and they will leave a review.
They will. We get calls all the time about other transportation companies driving on the freeway fast. They get a glimpse of the name and they think it's us. And so they do call. They call to leave reviews. And if we didn't explain to them, hey, that is not us, that is not our drivers, we do not operate in that area, they would be leaving reviews. So,
but you know what, girl, these clients are even checking tires.
Really?
Yeah, my client was like, yep. He was like,
he didn't check our tires. Do we need tires?
Well, I mean, we good.
Okay, I was like, wait a minute.
We good. But he said the driver had picked him up and he noticed that the tires were bald. And he was like, dude, I could see the metal, like, you know, on your tires. You need to switch out your tires.
Yeah, see, those are...
But wait a minute.
So embarrassed.
So he told him that, right? And then the next week he came, same guy came to pick him up.
Same tires.
He was like, dude, I'm canceling the trip. I don't want to ride with you.
Oh my God.
For real.
I'm telling you.
True stories, y'all. I'm telling you, we hear some stuff.
Yes.
So when you think they're not observing and looking at your vehicles and all that, they are, and they will report you.
So, and you know what? That leads us into number 7, right? Customers' feedback. You know, value their feedback, take their feedback, and don't think it's like, you know, they're talking down on you, because actually they're telling you something or sharing information with you that you can use. So you want to take that, welcome that feedback, and let them know you appreciate that value feedback as well.
But you know what, even with your new drivers, you guys, if you guys have a new driver, you fully train him and he's out on his own, don't be afraid to go through his list of clients that he had that day and call him and just be like, you know, this is such and such, calling from da da da, and I just want to know, how was your experience? How was your experience? Gather that feedback and use the negative information to provide coaching and guidance to your driver. But also share the positive with him as well. But yeah, for sure, customer satisfaction is a big one, because once again, that leads to word of mouth, which leads to more business for your organization.
Yeah, absolutely. I totally agree with that. Number 8. What's number 8?
Scale your business with social media. Get on social media. Create posts, comment on posts, engage with other organizations. If you got, you know, if there's a senior care facility community group on Facebook, join it. Post your business information in there. Let them know that, you know, you provide transportation in the area. And I mean, that's a great way for you to grow your business as well and make those meaningful connections.
Also, you can I'm going to the next one, but I'm just thinking too, increase your service area, expand. You know, when you're thinking about growing and you know that it's time, you know, expand your service area, right? If that's an opportunity there for you to bring in more clients, because now you're focused on a new area, and so you want to do the same thing in that new service area. You want to go out, network, engage, let people know that you're new in the community. And so that's another way of growing your business too, right?
Absolutely. I think that's a great idea, but that's definitely something that you have to be prepared for.
Yes.
You certainly don't want to take on, you know, more than you can handle when it comes to expanding your service area. And before you expand your service area, you want to make sure that the area that you're moving to, there is a need for your service.
Absolutely.
So that all goes back to the market analysis, picking up the phone, calling some of these facilities, you know, making connections to see if there is a need for the service there. The tips that we shared will be very instrumental.
Absolutely.
Into, you know, helping you guys figure out different ways to grow your business, you know, especially with the, you know, keeping your vehicles clean. That is, I mean, you guys, we are dealing with, you know, population.
elderly people going to dialysis, and so that's another reason too. It's because germs, right? Is there germs, and so that's a whole nother reason within itself. Like that's a whole nother topic of why you want to also keep your vehicles clean as well, because you would hate for someone to get sick, your drivers to get sick, all because you're not sanitizing and keeping your vehicles clean. You should always keep, products inside of your vehicles so your drivers can clean after they perform each trip as well. So wipes, they can wipe the seats down. Not just because, we did those things during COVID, but, you want to keep them going because it is a way for you to just make sure your vehicles are clean and sanitized.
But I think these are all great tips for helping you guys just figure out the key steps that you need to implement so that you are able to scale your business and grow. Because of course, like, we get into business to make money, to grow. We are creating legacy for generations to come. So it's important that, growing your business, scaling your business should definitely be the focus.
Yes, totally agree.
But I think we shared some good tips, girl.
Absolutely, as always, right?
Yes.
All right, guys. Until next time.